Wycombe Wanderers Show.
Welcome to a Wycombe Wanderers Show special, which we're doing a month before the big kick-off on the 30th of July, where Wycombe Wanderers take on Burton Albion in their season curtain raiser.
Exciting.
It is exciting. It's come around rather
exciting.
quickly, hasn't it, as well?
It has. It only feels like a couple of weeks ago that we were all at Wembley, having a good day.
The sun was shining.
Sun was shining. I was slightly burnt.
Producer Luke is with us, of course, and there's much...
And you're Colin.
Yes, in case anyone doesn't know. People probably don't know.
No.
Much to look forward to in the coming season. We can reveal that there'll be a season 3 of the Wycombe Wanderers Show,
Hey!
which will launch, if that's the correct word, the week before the
Yes.
start of the season. So that's quite exciting. Late July, should we call it?
Well, it is. It is late July.
Which isn't normally when the season starts, of course, but because of the World Cup in Qatar, where it'll be still quite hot, despite it being at the back end of the year. So yes, everything's been sort of brought forward. So the players and the coaching staff have had, well, not long off at all, as you mentioned.
Not really.
The season only finished last month, for the end of last month as well, for the team who, if you were in the League One playoff final, which I believe we were.
I think it was mentioned a couple of times, yeah.
Then, the campaign came to a bit of a close, and the team and management staff are back training at Marlow Road as we speak. Well, probably not as we speak.
Possibly not. It depends when you're listening to this.
Exactly,
If you're listening to this sometime in the week, then yes. If you're listening to this at the weekend, probably not.
I imagine that early sort of pre-season, there's not too much to do. It's just a bit of fitness work, perhaps some reintroduction to the ball. Do you remember me?
This is a round thing. Kick it into that goal. Yeah, and probably, there's some, which we'll talk about in a minute, key players that aren't obviously going to be on that side any year, this year even. So it's, reintroducing everybody, making some new links possibly, and some new players. Possibly. Gareth hasn't said who. Wouldn't even confirm anything earlier on yesterday. So who knows?
There's something in the pipeline.
There are things in the pipeline, yes.
that have not yet come out of the pipeline.
They are heavily rumoured but not confirmed.
Yes, a handful of departures. There's always at the end of every season players released, but also David Stockdale, who of course has gone to Sheffield Wednesday, so we'll still see him.
Yes.
At least a couple of times a season.
Yeah.
So that would be nice. Anthony Stewart, of course, who turned down the offer of a new contract and went to Aberdeen to play, to be the latest Wycombe Wanderers player to be appearing in the Scottish Premiership, along with Alex Samuel, who of course is at Ross County, and now Jack Grimmer, of course, who used to be at Aberdeen as well, continuing the Wycombe Wanderers Scottish theme.
Indeed. It's and obviously, there's some really nice things being said about Stockdale, especially from Gareth, who said he didn't really want him to go. Stockdale didn't really want to go as well, but the fact that it was only 30 minutes from his door, he wants to spend some more time with his family, so it kind of made sense.
And of course, as we mentioned at the end of last season, there's an Adebayo Akinfenwa-sized hole in the squad as well, which will take some filling.
Although Gareth, talking to Sky yesterday, did say that at this time of the day he wouldn't have been there anyway, so he said he might just turn up anyway.
Oh, okay.
So that's quite nice. Yeah.
I don't suppose he's got much else on.
No, exactly. What else is he going to be doing now? He's not going to be training, so yeah.
No, exactly. And Jasper, the midfielder from, as he's called,
Pattenden.
That's him.
Yeah.
Has arrived from Worthing.
Correct.
Who looks quite an exciting prospect. A spot from Sam Grace, who knows a thing or two about spotting a youngster.
Yeah, he was the young player of the year for Worthing last year. He scored their big important goal to get them promoted. So it sounds like a very good player. That a lot of excitement from Sam Grace and also from Gareth himself.
So great to have great young talent, but also really reassuring to have Joe Jacobson, of course, the skipper, re-signing as well for another season. And something else which is really exciting is like a new signing. Well, essentially is a new contract extension for the manager as well, keeping him at the club for an extra year, taking his current deal to 2025, which is really exciting. We were speaking at the end of last season about speculation linking him to the likes of Blackburn and QPR, his former clubs, who have both since occupied their vacancies, which is really reassuring. And hearing Gareth speak on the club's website to Wanderers TV, just saying things like, he really wants to be part of the project, and happiness is such an important thing for him. And he was saying that he's not chasing shiny things.
No, and he also said, the fact that because there's been so many rumours, not only this season but last season, that Rob and Pete and Missy give him the option to talk to those people. So it's only fair that he has that option to talk to them. But I think it just shows where he wants to be, and that they are all singing from the same sheet, going towards the Championship. And there's been a lot of talk about the ground as well, getting another access road. Rob spoke to the Wycombe Wanderers TV as well, saying that they've been talking to the Dashwood people who own the land around them about getting another access road in, which is needed.
That was a key thing, because I saw on social media as well, Pete Cook, he was asked if the club were in the town centre, whether he thought that there'd be more, and he reckoned he'd pack out the ground every week if they were in the town centre.
Yeah, good luck finding that place. I don't know where it is. Well done for finding that space for a stadium in the town centre.
No, definitely. There'd be all sorts of other access issues, I'm sure, as well.
Exactly. They would just ground the whole of Wycombe to a stop, but that's what would happen.
But really pleasing that Gareth's obviously invested in the project, and as we know, he's led the club from literally the foot of the football league to the brink of extinction, right up to the Championship as well, and only just narrowly missing out last season, of course, and obviously so much to look forward to. It must give himself and his coaching teams that great sort of boost that he's obviously, what he's doing is the right thing, and the culture and the ethos that he's built among the team.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, again, he said it's not all about him. When he won Manager of the Month last season, he was I think the only manager to have the official photo with the whole of his team, because he said it's not all about him, it's about the whole team behind him.
Let's hear from the manager now. Here he is speaking to Wanderers TV.
Gareth, a typical summer for Wycombe fans, looking at rumours about managers and QPR, Blackburn, loads of other clubs' managers, but you've got a bit of paper and a pen in front of you. What's going on here?
Obviously the club have supported me through thick and thin, right from the start, and even up to now with all the rumours, clubs wanted to speak to me. They've supported me on that, I've made the decision to extend the contract here. I think we've got a good thing going here. There's a few factors involved in why I want to do that, so extending my contract here by another year is something I wanted to do, something that Rob was keen to do, and Pete and Missy, and as I say, the vision going forward is something I want to buy into, and hopefully we can make this club a super success. What is the vision that you have bought into? What's Rob said to you? Yeah, Rob's obviously, it's well known since he's come in, the finance is put in, but it's not all about the finance. It's about the way he does things, the way he structures the correct way of building. It's not just to gamble and ploughing everything in. He's really structured about what he does, and for instance, the stadium at the moment, we're trying to improve this stadium to be an absolute state-of-the-art Championship stadium. Right down to the access roads, the way that we can entertain the fans, not just the football. We're well aware of that now, and then the squad as well. Investment into the squad, which he's given me. Believe me, there's not a lot of chairmen with a club our size would give me the power budget wise to do what we've done. Last year with Sam Volks coming in and buying Brandon and McCleary, new contract, Tafazoli, these players now that, Lewis Wing in the summer, he's going to be like a new signing next year. Anis Mehmeti getting his first big contract, there's some in the pipeline. So the whole package now of Rob and what he wants to do with this football club, training grounds, stadiums, squad, I'm pleased where we are, and I think there's forward momentum, there's definitely movement for propelling this club to the next level. I'd like to be a part of that. I think we've been pretty close. Well, we actually did it 2 years ago, really close last year. There's no reason why we can't go close again, and happiness is important as well. I'm really happy here. It's a big thing. Money's never really my driver. I'm lucky enough, not to have to panic sometimes and go for the next shiny thing. And Rob talks me into sort of being this calm, collected guy who can have success at Wycombe Wanderers.
Really great to hear from the manager, and of course it doesn't feel like less than 12 months ago that we were speaking to him at that Leicester pre-season friendly as well. In the dark, when everyone had gone home. Getting a bit chilly. Yeah, it was a bit cold. Yeah, and a lot has happened in the last 12 months, as it is now July. So yeah, I am very much looking forward to an exciting new season. That was when Sam Vokes was unveiled. He was. We were the first people to talk to him. Yes, in the media. The club, I think, got to him first, but we'll take it. Yeah, no, it's exciting. Yeah. Enjoyed that, and look at him now. And talking of exciting, the pre-season games. Yes, there's a full schedule to look forward to. Yes. First one, 8th of July against Bracknell Town. That's away. Then it is Wycombe Wanderers versus Fulham under-23s. That's going to be at Marlow Road training ground. 12th of July, Wycombe versus Oxford City at Marlow Road. Wycombe versus Watford on the 16th of July at Marlow Road. Then it is AFC Bournemouth versus Wycombe Wanderers. That's the 22nd of July. And Aylesbury United against Wycombe Wanderers. That's two on the same day. Yeah, because I think often they put out different teams, and they got it. Wycombe Wanderers 11. Some of them would be like the development squad, a number of trialists.
The family of trialists.
There's a lot of trialists, aren't there?
Southampton B team on the 23rd of July. Chesham United July 29th of July as well. And then randomly on the 2nd of August again. That's the B team or development squad. I'm not allowed to call it that. But I think all of them that are Wycombe home ones are behind closed doors.
Yes.
So don't get excited about going to see them.
There is a trip to Brockenhurst to see a Bournemouth 11 as well.
That is true, yes. So you can go to Brockenhurst. Where's that?
It's very near Bournemouth.
Is it? Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Just along from...
Is that their training ground?
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Very near the sea, anyway.
Well, you would be if you're going down to Bournemouth, wouldn't you? So, yeah, that makes sense. But, it doesn't matter about pre-season. That's just the time for the club. We'll have our big first day on the 30th of July.
Much to look forward to as well for next season. We've got some more brilliant coverage planned for you as well, so make sure you keep listening to Wycombe Sound for more details on that. And I've got a good feeling about this season. I was stopped by a taxi driver the other day and said...
The taxi driver stopped you?
Yeah, literally.
Colin!
I had my Wycombe shirt on. It's supposed to be the other way around as well.
enough.
I wasn't hailing a cab or anything. He hailed me.
Only you.
That's how it works. No, I had my Wycombe shirt on, and he said, "Oh, what do you think of Wycombe this season?" As if I had some sort of.
Yeah.
Or what? No, he said, "What are Wycombe going to do this season?" As if I knew. But
Score.
I think at least top six again. I think would be a fair.
Yeah. In the world of, we're not going to tell you, Gareth and Rob have both, I think, had that discussion. I think Gareth would be happy. He's not said this, but I think he would be happy with playoff places, whereas Rob, I don't think, wants to go through that again, and would rather have the automatics.
Because, of course, you've got teams like Derby and Peterborough coming down, Forest Green Rovers coming up, among others. And, yeah, it would be really interesting to see what different challenges they possess. You've got other teams, of course, obviously like Ipswich and Charlton and Sheffield Wednesday, really big clubs from last season back again.
Yeah, it's going to be we thought last year was, 83 points. I think we could see more than that this year because there are some big teams.
MK Dons, Oxford, of course.
Yeah.
Much to look forward to.
It's exciting.
Absolutely. The 2022-23 season is kicking off very soon. The 30th of July, Wycombe Wanderers at home to Burton Albion, and a trip to Bolton Wanderers to follow that.
And the Wycombe Wanderers Show returns on the 28th of July, so the Thursday before the first game, which is very exciting.
Talk to you then.